Papa Team 6, welcome to another episode of For the Dads. Merry Christmas Eve. Don't forget to leave the cookies out. Choose joy over stress. If there's one thing you want to take away from this episode, because you see Willie One Shelf right now, I'm zooming in. I'm from my house. Operation Christmas Chaos is upon us. This New York air has taken down my entire family. I'm sitting in the barracks right now. We got Miss Rachel going on outside to kind of keep the kids a little busy while sick mom tries to keep them corralled. I'm like, sweetheart, I just ate. We're keeping this one. By the way, we are keeping this one under an hour today, gentlemen. This is a challenge. Operation Christmas Chaos, Operation Keep It Under an Hour. We're fired up for you to join us. If you're listening on audio, make sure you're following all of our channels, Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon. If you're watching us right now on YouTube, make sure you are subscribed on YouTube. Leave comments throughout the episode. The community is what makes this thing great. And by the way, speaking of Spotify, boys, I have Spotify comments are off the charts.
Yeah, Spotify comments are going nutso.
Relatively speaking, compared to like how this kind of small operation started, you get single digit comments, maybe hit 10 every now and then. But now that we have the video out there on Spotify, I'm seeing like over 50 comments.
It's from being in the industry, like the podcast industry, it is very interesting to see how many sickos are like, thank God y'all finally have video on Spotify. I was crazy. Unaware. I was unaware of the game.
Me neither. I'm kind of sitting back scrolling last night, like seeing like comments and everything else after I posted the Dad Con, the Code Red, everything going on at the house. And I'm sitting there looking at Spotify. And by the way, if you guys are listening on Spotify right now, make sure you're following the For the Dads channel on Spotify, because that one is automated ad free. But I'm sitting here going through and I see this comment from KJ For the Dads PT6 Sicko, or PT6 Icko, as the real ones like to refer to it as. He's like, really, really, really love the Spotify video, boys. I've been trying to limit my screen time lately and deleted YouTube because it was controlling me constantly and taking my attention away from my son and wife, expecting baby number 2 in May. Congratulations on that, KJ. Now I can watch the pod and have no temptation to start doom scrolling YouTube shorts. You guys are the best. Love you, boys. KJ For the Dads, PT Sicko.
KJ's got a play in my 2026 playbook.
But I was elated. But all to say, the community is why we do this thing. The community is why we're showing up. Because I was hitting the boys up. I was like, hey, fellas, there's really no full obligation. Like, we don't have to do an episode this week. How's everybody feeling? I don't feel like I should come in. Like, I'm not sick. I don't feel sick. I feel great. But I don't really know the proper etiquette for everybody else. Like, I know guys in the shop, they have families. Like, I'm like a carrier, I guess, so to speak. I don't want to come in the week of Christmas. If it was any other week, I would be in there. But the week of Christmas, if somebody were to get taken down right before they start their travel plans, I would feel like hell, because I know it was coming from me bringing it in the shop. So there's a part of us, we were kind of doubtful with doing the episode this week.
It was. There was some back and forth via our group text, and Will and I had some phone calls as far as how do we go about this? Because we knew the sickos, it's Christmas time, it's the holidays, and maybe viewership across the board around the holidays for any type of media other than movies with your family is probably going down a little bit as far as digital media goes. Yeah. But we know that if the sickos want the Christmas episode, the sickos got to have the Christmas episode. That was the message from, I feel like, everybody on the team from the get.
In this moment specifically, this episode screams authenticity. This is fatherhood right here. Like we usually record, whether last couple of weeks it's been like Sunday night, just because how jam-packed the schedule's been. But usually we kind of identify like a nighttime if we can't do Friday during the day. And again, I was out last week because we were doing Christmas in New York, which I can't wait to talk about Christmas in New York.
I think we need to start the sode with Christmas.
We will.
In New York.
And also for parents out there, I'm not imagining your kids sit there and watch with you, but we get into Santa talk. So just beware that there will be some Santa talk.
Good call
on this episode. But again, we were looking to do Sunday night. I call up Sherman, or I call up the boy, or I hit up the boys and talk about how Rue's been sick. She's running like a 103, 104 fever. If he gets to 105 plus, that's when it's kind of like an emergency.
Yeah.
And she was running on 103, 104 and wasn't getting better on Sunday. So I kind of hit the boys up like, hey, can we push to Monday? Because it's kind of chaotic at the house right now. So we were pushing to Monday. Monday rolls around. I'm in the shop, get home. Bam, Scotty's down. Then mom goes down. So it's just your boy left standing. I'm like, hey, fellas, our nanny, she's 8 months pregnant, so she doesn't want to get sick.
Oh,
in-laws are unavailable. They're working or whatever's going on. We don't have in-laws. We just don't have childcare.
Yeah.
Since everybody was down, I'm like, hey, I kind of can't. I'm not able to come in. Like, can we do it Tuesday morning? And then I hit up Taylor because he's got a Christmas party. As you're listening right now, Taylor Lewan, they have like a family little Christmas party where they have a lot of us like close friends. We go over, we kind of do it every year to where we do white elephant. We do all the things, gingerbread house. And so I kind of tell him, I'm like, hey, the other three, they're down right now. If anybody comes and shows face tomorrow, it'd be me. But right now I'm still up in the air if I'm even going to come by and do that. And then I was like, also let me know if you feel uncomfortable with me coming. Cause again, I feel totally fine, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
He's like, we gotta ask you. We gotta get you. You're no longer on the guest list. And I'm like, oh man,
no.
It's just business. So I get asked from the Christmas party. I'm sitting there at night thinking like, okay, so should I go in and do the locker room tomorrow? Like, again, I don't want to get anybody sick right before we leave for Christmas. So I was out of the locker room, on Bus with the Boys, our YouTube channel, where we have a locker room in the NFL show, was not part of that. And so we're kind of scrambling on For the Dads. And then we kind of came like, hey, Sherm was like, if I come and drop off all the presents, because we got gifts here, we got Christmas cards that fans sent in. Yeah. And dropped them off at my house. He ran a solo mission, dropped them at my front door. Hey, package delivered. You have all this stuff. We have our comments. We have everything that we usually do on For the Dads. All we got to do is set it up via Zoom.
Well, and shout out, the other fold to it is shout out Derrik for doing the show prep on Friday of last week, or else this would have been a disaster, because then we were able to give you the show note prep as far as that, because Derrik is out of town.
Yeah, Deke's out of town. The Funkel's out of town. He went back out to Pittsburgh.
Yes.
So yeah, show was close to not going down, but I'm glad we got to make it work. If at any moment I have to pause and dip and help with something, again, we're in the. This is we are in it. We are in it because of me. In it.
We are in it with you, and I feel terrible because I brought some cookies up to the office, and I was like, oh man, I didn't even take cookies over to Willie C's house, so I might have to go drop off some cookies at y'all's place. I don't know if that's what sick people want, but
I mean, I'll eat cookies. It's not like I can go without cookies. Like, they're really good. I think about the car detail I got everybody in the shop, and then I think, damn, Sherman couldn't just drive over and hand me a couple cookies. No, I won't hold that against you whatsoever.
Then it's settled. The cookies will be delivered. Which, by the way, thank you for the car detailing. I was dead and sick actually when my car got detailed. The guy came to my house. Did you know that?
Oh, did he really?
Yes, because I was sick at home, and Germ talked to the car detailer. For everybody listening, Will, as a Christmas present, got everybody a car detail, and it's one of those ones where they come to you. And I was sick and out last week on Friday, and that was when my car was scheduled to get its detail. And the guy came to our freaking house and did it.
Dude,
it's a legend.
You bring up being sick. It's like there's always something going around. But the fact that we're experiencing right now, like I have my boy Nick Hallett, you mentioned him having kid number 3 last week.
Yep.
My boy hits me up and talks about, hey, I'm with you. It sounds like you're in hell right now. We've been unlucky each year having sick kiddos on Christmas time. So my heart goes out to the families that have sick kids, and chaos is happening during Christmas time. This is the first kind of year, Scotty being 1 and Ruby being 3, to where the stress is at an all-time. We got family coming in. My dad's texting me like, hey, is it as bad as you're making it seem on social media? Do I come in? I don't want to be on my ass, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. I'm with everybody. Right now, currently, as we sit here, Scotty, he's the only one with a fever right now. She's still rocking like a 102, 103. Charles' fevers went down for the moment. Ruth woke up. She had a great night of sleep, so she's feeling better.
Oh, good.
So we just got to keep stacking. We got to keep stacking W's, man.
Yeah,
we got to keep stacking W's.
It's funny that you bring up your dad. My dad did the exact same thing because of your social media stuff, and he knew that I was sick too. He's coming up for Christmas.
Yeah.
So what exactly are we talking about? Like, I'm coming up. I don't want you to think I'm not coming, but like, is Jill sick right now? Like, is Scarlett sick? What's going on?
Yeah, like you were sick a few days last week. No, Will's on the internet yelling at his phone, talking about how he's at war with New York City. Hey, New York. Hey, Christmas in New York, boys. You want to hear about Christmas in New York?
Would love to.
Yes.
So I talked about it a little bit on Bussin' with the Boys, but we are like all the things we do. We got the For the Dad spot, all the Bussin' stuff. Like my life is a lot of football, mixing all the family stuff, like as we go throughout the year. But as you guys know, during football season right now, like we are in peak football season. College football playoffs going on over the weekend. You got December football in the NFL happening where things are unfolding. Like I got to do the TV thing on ESPN. Like you're always wanting to have some substance, like as you talk about games. But I feel like as we've gotten later in the year, as we're in Christmas season in December, it kind of like my attention kind of gets pulled everywhere to where I always feel like I'm behind the eight ball. But my wife, and God love her, I love her dearly. Wife wants to do Christmas in New York. Wife wants to do Christmas in New York. I do my best to make everybody happy. Like the Bussin' with the Boys, they wanted to go to the college football playoff for A&M, Miami, Oklahoma, Alabama. Wife wants to do Christmas in New York. We got to find a weekend to do Christmas in New York. So I got to finagle it around other things going on my schedule. So we find a date to do Christmas in New York. It happened to be last week. Whenever we fly out to do ESPN in New York, hey, I'm going to take the family with me. We're going to fly out Wednesday. We'll fly out earlier. We'll get there earlier, and then we'll stay there all the way through like the middle of the day Saturday. And we'll get in a hotel on Central Park. Like we'll do all the Christmas stuff that she has in her mind that she wants to do. Cause I have no clue. Like I've heard about Christmas in New York. Everybody swears you have to go do Christmas in New York. But as a middle America male who I don't desire to travel everywhere. Like that's one thing I love about my wife. She's adventurous. She's got me out of my shell. She's got me uncomfortable. Let's go do this vacation. Let's go travel here. Let's go see this part of the world.
Yeah.
Dude, in New York, I could sit in the hotel room the entire time and I could be completely happy. I could not leave my house and I could be completely happy. I'll get a little stir crazy. I'll go out and get a coffee or go out and do something. But your boy, I am more of a homebody. Yeah. But wife used to do Christmas in New York. Let's take the family. Let's make memories. It sounds like a great idea because we are in the memory making game with young kiddos. Like you have to think beyond yourself and think like these are the times where you want to make memories and build a foundation and do all these things that we talk about fatherhood.
And you're in the business of keeping wife happy and kids happy.
Wife happy, kids happy, all of it. Then there's the business going on with Bussin' with the Boys. Got to look the boys in the face. Hey, fellas, I'm not going to be going to the college football playoff. Wife wants to go to New York for Christmas. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I got to do Christmas in New York. Yeah. Got to make this happen.
Yeah.
So here's where the operation good. Here's where all the stuff. I'll just fly through because New York was a blast. The highs were highs. The low moments were low moments. Every parent, every family knows that when you're having those low moments with your young ones in a hotel room or in a store or at a restaurant or in the airport, wherever it might be, like those moments you're kind of just sitting there like, we could just be home right now, but we got to be out here. We got to be out here doing the hotel thing. We got to be out here doing the vacation thing. Just push through it. But here's where the good mentality comes in. So I have here, let's think here. Oh, let's start from the top. So wife wants to do Christmas in the middle of primetime football when I have a gig that demands me to watch football. Awesome. Let's do it. Good. We land in New York. We want to go out early, but let's land in New York. Only to land in New York, drop the boys off at their hotel. We're 6 miles away from our hotel. So we got to sit in traffic for another 90 minutes.
Good.
Guess what, Sherm? Crib wasn't in the room when we got there.
Oh, that's perfect.
Perfect. Have to wait another 45 minutes until we get the crib in the room. It's already an hour past bedtime. Good.
You just get some extra FaceTime with the bellhop when they come bring the crib up.
Can't wait.
Get
let's
to
throw
tip
on some
him.
dinosaurs and Jurassic Park, the animated version. Like, let's try to figure out dinner. Let's do all these things until we get the crib in the bedroom because Scotty is over. She's overtired now.
Yeah.
We brought the double stroller. We brought our double stroller. I think it's a great move, but the double stroller barely fits through the doors as we walk all over New York.
Because the entire city was built in 1700s, 1800s. Good.
Good. I love having jamming it. And then like, all right, let me move it sideways. All right, I got it. Nobody touch me. Don't hold the door. I got the door.
Oh.
Then you get to the nighttime. One of the nights we were there, Char wanted to take Rue to see the Rockettes. Rue was fired up about the Rockettes. I hear the Rockettes is an unbelievable show. So I tell my wife, hey, you take Rue, do a mommy-daughter thing. I'll stay back with Scotty and let Scotty get a nap. Because, again, when you're traveling, when you're out moving, you got to kind of find times to do nap. Like, they never go according to structure or routine. Like, nap where you can.
Of course.
So my wife takes Rue to the Rockettes. Dad was supposed to be at a restaurant with the table ready when they got out.
Oh, Will, why didn't you do that?
Dad forgets he's in New York and most places are so packed, so we have to wait another amount of time when we're already getting past bedtime. My wife is staring through me while we have to wait, and I'm just thinking in my head, good. You're a shitty father, Will. You are a shitty father. Hey, that is on me. I messed that up, and I knew I messed it up. She kind of alluded to me. Hey, when we get done, we can go find a spot to go do dinner. And then like an hour before or like around the time they left, she's like, if you want to, you could go to a restaurant before and then get a table and then we can meet you there. So that right there, man, we talked about it a week or two ago. That type of like, they're alluding to something. They're not saying, hey, do this. They're saying, hey, if you want to. So then once I read if you want to, I'm thinking, okay, all this is in my control. Like, this is my decision if I want to wait or not. I'm thinking, okay, I want to get a little extra time, kick the feet up, lay on the bed while Scotty takes a nap.
Yeah.
But what your wife wants you to do in those situations is not think, hey, if you want to, and you think, I don't want to, so let's not do this. You can't think that way.
Cannot.
When they say, if you want to, they're saying, hey, do this. Hey, this is how you over deliver.
They're saying, hey, I want you to know that everything in your body wants to do this and should convey that everything in your body wants to go get that resi and wants to go hold that table down. While the waitress is going, now where's the other two to your party? You don't have a full seat. I'm going to have to give this reservation up. They're on their way from the Rockettes and you're fighting with the waitress.
And she's like, hey, where you at? I'm like, oh, we're on it might have been like 5th Street or something. I'm like, look, we might run into you. As we're walking, trying to find a place to eat, I run into her and she's like, so we don't have anywhere to go. And I'm like, everywhere's pretty packed right now. She's like, well, that's kind of why I texted you.
Which borough were y'all in?
Which what?
Which borough were y'all in? Were y'all in the Bronx or in Queens?
I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
We were by Central Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were in Central Park. So we were kind of around like those streets where you can those are a lot of walkable spots like Rockefeller. The spot where the Rockettes performed is Radio City. So where the draft will be some years.
Yeah.
So we're around that area. And again, good vibes during the daytime. It's like we were enjoying the Holiday Village in Village Park, that's where I put out the tweet on I was saying that look, they sell my ornament here from the pick six that happened against Georgia.
Yeah.
And but they have this cool little village a holiday village where they got all these little shops where you can buy ornaments and they got these little eatery spots, like everything right there on the street. I'm thinking, I want street food in New York. We wanted to get a bite to eat. We get sandwiches, but guess what? Rue didn't want a sandwich. She wanted this fruit stick that she saw somebody else eating like 10 feet away. So I go get the fruit stick and guess what, Sherm? It's not the exact fruit stick that she wanted. She wanted strawberries and grapes. Not strawberries, grapes, blueberries, and oranges. She wanted just strawberries and grapes, and not the green ones. She wants the purple grapes, and she's having a panic attack. It felt like losing her mind. So let me go back and get the strawberries and grapes. That is, I get so happy thinking about it because I just want more. I want more adversity.
Yeah, what a great call from your daughter. And just say, how dare you to Will for even thinking otherwise?
Yeah, like, sweetheart, we got this sandwich. It's got salami on it. Where I'm referring to it as pepperonis. It's got pepperonis on the sandwich. Like, you got to eat some quality food. And she's like pointing at this chick eating like a fruit stick or whatever. I'm like, what's this? I got to walk around and figure out where this fruit stick is. Bring it back. Got you one. All the different fruits of variety. I want strawberries and grapes. Strawberries and grapes are right there on the stick. I want just strawberries and grapes. I don't want the green grape. I want the purple grape. And I'm like, oh God. Good, good. A little nippy, a little cold. So we take care of that. But again, hey, great time.
Great time.
Christmas in New York. We're right there by Central Park. We're having moments. We're snapping photos. We're taking pictures. It's a great time. The next day, we go to, everybody says to go to the FAO store.
Yeah, FAO Schwartz.
Yeah, FAO Schwartz Toy Store, which, by the way, it's a banger. But we get there, it's raining outside, so we get the umbrellas going. I'm kind of standing in it thinking, like, here's Jocko Willie, like, good. We want rain, good, drink the rain. We get there at the FAO store, and we're kind of going up to the door. We see a little line. We're like, oh, snap. We kind of start walking back the line. Then we pause. We look down the road. Dude, this line is all the way down the street. And so I'm doing one of those things where I'm pushing the stroller, and I look at Charo.
You love lines.
Love lines. Dude, I love lines. Let me find the longest line in New York City and let me stand it. And as I'm like putting the stroller, I'm trying to feel out Charo, and I'm thinking in my head, like, are we really walking to the back of this long ass line and we're just going to wait to get in this toy store? Like, it looks like chaos in there. It looks like anarchy inside that store because it is Christmas time. Kids are going nuts. I got this double stroller. Where are we going to put the stroller? Like, I just look at Charo. I'm like, hey, we going to wait in line? Well, let's just see how long it is. I'm looking down the road. I'm like, this is pretty fucking long, dude.
This might be
standing there. So, and then you do the thing where you both kind of walk and you're thinking one thing in your head, like, yo, are we going to abort mission? Like, let's figure out a pivot here. And we kind of mosey to the end of the line. We just stand there and I look and I'm like, so looks like we're standing in the line. Looks like we're waiting to get in this toy store. She's like, oh, we can just do it for a few minutes, see how fast it goes. Line does move quicker, but it's still like I'm timing it on my watch. Like right there, I'm like, okay, I'm going to start this timer and I'm going to figure out how long it took to get to the front of the store. 30-minute wait in the rain. Good. Like I said, drink the rain.
And it's a freezing rain too, which is really nice.
Dude,
this time of year.
I loved that. I took off my jacket. I took off my hoodie. I was out there shirtless.
Good.
I'm looking at all the dads like, yeah, let's see you do it like this boy right here. Let's see you take on this A gap like Willie one shelf.
and I know that all the diaper changes out in public in New York City, I'm sure those bathrooms are very kind.
They're so spotless. They're so clean. There's nothing to worry about when you go in those public restrooms in New York City, and there's a billion people. and another thing, I was talking to you about this last night, but work-related stuff comes up while we're on this family vacation, where all of a sudden there was an emergency to get a decision made about a brand to do some work together in 2026. And I'm just thinking, are we not able to wait till Monday? Why all of a sudden why all of a sudden has your urgency became our emergency to where we have to get you an answer? Like, dude, I'm in the middle of family vacation, like doing Christmas in New York with the family. I get hit up at about 8 p.m. I think it was on Thursday. It was Thursday or Friday. 8 p.m. and it's like, hey, Will, sorry to bother you. We need answers about X, Y, and Z. I'm thinking, what the? And Taylor's like, hey, we'll get this to you by end of day. Will's out in New York right now. Like, our schedule was pretty jam-packed last week. And guess I got a phone call and it was like, hey, we need an answer tonight. And I'm kind of starting to get a little beside myself because I'm thinking, what in the hell is going on? And because we're at dinner at this moment, I'm trying not to look at my phone, but I'm checking my phone. I see these messages. Like, I put the phone back in my pocket because I don't want to respond because we're at dinner. We go back. And again, as we're doing dinner, you get kind of overtime with bedtime. So we get home or we get back to the hotel and we're trying to put the kids down and do bedtime, do the bedtime routine, everything else. So I'm into doing that. And then all of a sudden, Rue and Charo, they want to watch a Christmas movie in bed. So let's watch a Christmas movie in bed. Oh, wait. People involved with our busing team needs an urgent answer that night, and they can't wait until Monday because communication sucks. And now I have to sit out in the hallway for an hour trying to solve a problem while my wife and daughter watch a Christmas movie.
That's ideal. How was that carpet in the hallway of the hotel? I bet that was comfy to sit on for an hour.
Yeah, I sat on that for about 30 minutes. I went to this little, they got the little like day beds. I'm like laying completely horizontal on that on the phone with like three different people.
That's perfect. Right there by the elevators.
It is amazing. Like what a wonderful time of the year it is when you're in the Christmas spirit and you got to do work stuff and you're trying to do the family stuff and you're just it's chaos. You're enjoying the moments. You're taking a lot of photos. Charles has this little camera she likes to bring, which is all time, by the way, like big time A+ move by her, because we're capturing like all these moments. Like Charles, we went, they ice skated. Char and Rue ice skated while I was holding Scotty and kind of walking around with Scotty. And it was sick, dude. Like I'll have to show you these pictures to where it's the ice skating like Home Alone. A lot of spots in Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
We were at because it was around Central Park. So the ice skating that happens in Central Park, the backdrop is incredible. We went and saw the Rockefeller Christmas tree. Again, we were at the toy store, seeing Rue light up at the toy store, having to negotiate with her that, hey, we can talk to Santa about the possibility of this toy. Like, you can't get this toy right now. Ended up walking out of the toy store with some magic markers because the guy was just wowing everybody with these magic markers. It was fun though. Again, the highs were highs and all of those good moments that I alluded to. You can just, every parent knows those moments where you get back from a trip and you're trying to tell your boy, you're trying to tell everybody like, hey, it was fun. And they kind of see the chaos that ensued in your eyes, because there was chaos. But then again, when you pull yourself out of it, you're just like, yo, you're literally trying to build some of these memories and foundations now. Because one time I'm sitting there, we were at breakfast, Scotty or Rue, I can't remember. Somebody was causing chaos and we were both kind of a little drained at this point. And Charles just mentions like, hey, Christmas time, like this is the chaos we want. This is the chaos that we have to embrace and look forward to, because this is basically what it's going to be like forever, especially when you're trying to make memories and do all of these things and doing things out of your ordinary routine, where chaos kind of hits the fan. But it was good, dude. Again, up and down. Up and down.
Will, if it makes you feel any better, my dad just sent a picture to me and my brother like 2 weeks ago of like a 7 years ago or 8 years ago. And it was me, my dad, and brother in New York City and something like that. And he's like, hey, I'll always remember this trip. So, for all the chaos that ensues, hopefully that's the end goal, right? That's what comes out of it.
Dude, 100%. Like, again, watching Rue and Charo do the ice skating. We're riding on the carriage where, a horse is taking us around Central Park. Rue's having a blast. We're having fun. We're taking selfies. We're doing all things. Like, this is going to be an insanely memorable trip. Who knows if I ever go back because of what this place did to my family. The moment we got back Saturday, and Rue got hit with the fever Saturday night. And then, as you know, I'm sitting here podcasting right now, barricaded in this back office, while everybody else sits out there in the little sick zone.
That's crazy that she contracted that so quickly coming back to Nashville. There's no way. I don't think she would get that in New York. That's the part that doesn't make sense for me. The second thing that I'll say in regards to last week, I really did. I loved the thing that you read off of Instagram of, we're 80 years old now. And my husband grabs my wrinkled hand and says, honey, what do you want for Christmas this year? And Will just saying, oh, I don't know. One last trip to New York City.
Yeah. Would love another moment for Code Red, Dad Con 5. Go to New York, come back sick for the next few days right on the week of Christmas. Because you're right, that is the perspective. Like that, like you're 1,000%
but we
right.
laugh because we both know we can't have that.
Yeah.
But New York, dude, to pile on and be a good co-host and join you in your love for New York City. I love New York City just as much as you, and arguably maybe more. I actually, when I was there for the 2 weeks I lived and worked there right out of college, I PA'd on the set of the Netflix movie The Irishman, and that was being shot during Christmas. I was there. Yeah. Yes. And so I got to experience all the lovely parts of New York City during Christmas while working which that was phenomenal. And Will, I gotta tell you, I think my favorite part of New York City is at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning. You're coming home from a night shoot, and that steamer starts coming down, cleaning the streets, and you just get to see all the lovely magic of New York City just rise off those streets. You get to smell it, you get to inhale it, and that's the kind of stuff that would. Honestly, I wish you had Rue out and about at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning so she could have inhaled that. I think it would have helped prevent what she caught. Because that's the stuff that makes a kid, that'll put some hair on your chest. That NYC street.
That type of street dirt will put some hair on your chest.
I joke. New York does have its wonderful
It 100% does.
Christmas in New York was really, really, really cool. But
again, just like the type of like guy I am, like I would outside of if it wasn't my wife's idea, like I personally would never be looking to go do Christmas in New York. I would never be personally going to seek out trips in New York because I'm just not being around a bunch of people is just not my vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, you're walking around, you're kind of bumping into people, you're trying to avoid a lot. There's just so many people and you want to go in. It's like when I go into stores or shops or whatever it is, like I love to kind of have space and think about what I might get if I ever do go shopping.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like in my mind taking so much time internally. I hate thinking about store workers looking at me, coming up and asking, hey, do you need any help? I'm like, I don't want any, like, I'll come up to you if I'm looking for something and I need help. Like, I just hate that potential social factor that goes on with all of these people around you at all times. Then you're in the aisle and there's a bunch of people in the aisle. It's like, man, I'm kind of messing with, I kind of want to sit here and think or look at all these different, if we're in the toy shop, look at all these different toys, but then you feel people to your right and left. You're kind of like, we got to like swiftly move through this aisle. You know what I mean?
Yo, 1,000,000%. And unfortunately, when Jill got pregnant, this is actually a really sad story. When Jill got pregnant, my mom kept on bringing up, my dream, I just can't wait, is to do this annual girls trip, to New York City, and with y'all's unborn daughter and you, Jill, and myself, and we get to shop and we get to go around and take pictures, and Dad's not invited. And I'm sitting there like, are you kidding me?
Oh,
I don't get to go on that? How messed up is that? I go, okay, if that makes y'all happy, y'all can go do your girls trip to New York.
Yeah, no dads allowed. Fine. I will never hold this over your head. Go have fun. But I'll stay home alone.
But when she was bringing up that she would be willing to check that box off, because Jill is very, very similar to Charo. It seems like with the adventure, with the exploring, the traveling.
Yeah, Charles all about it.
Oh,
She's
yeah. Jill,
which I love, like that, all the times we go to Destin or we've been to Hawaii, Destin, Canada this past year in Banff. We were over in Italy. Like that's all Charo, getting us to go do different things as a family together. And you come back with so many great moments and memories. Hey, but you want to know the funny thing? So Charo, since Rue was born, was always doing this annual New York trip. Like she's always going to take Rue to New York. So she's done it. Rue's 3 now. So this was the third time she went. But Charo usually, it was going to be like a girls thing. And this stays between us. Like I know my wife listens to the podcast, but this is where she has to mute it and not listen or kind of fast forward.
Yeah. Charo, please. If you're
Charo, you better tune out, sweetheart. Year 1 and year 2, she takes Rue. So I'm at the house. It's sad, boy. Sad that they're in New York. I have to stay home. And this year when they're like, hey, we need to do Christmas in New York, I'm thinking in my head, like, I thought it was always going to be a girls thing, dude. Like, you can't get me out of my routine.
So are you saying that now my mom's dream of doing an annual girls trip, Dad might get the invite one year?
That'll come up. So I'm going to flip the script on how just devastated we are when we have to stay home. But hold on to them doing annual traditions in New York, just as girls. Like hold on to that as tight as you can. Hopefully you never have to let it go.
I'm gonna get them custom matching outfits for when they travel. I'll plan the whole damn thing. I'll get the itinerary. I'll be the travel agent.
They're like, Sherman, do you want to go with us this year? And you just kind of look at your watch. I don't think I can.
Do I want to go with every fiber in my being?
Yeah,
Can
but-
I? I don't think I can make it work.
Yeah, sweetheart. My mom said annual girls trip every year. I don't want you guys to break your code.
She said no guys allowed. She specifically said that. And I
You know
can't.
what I'm going to do? If we do it again, if it happens again, which we might have a few year cushion now that we got sick, that's kind of more of a foundation to build on telling Charlie, like, I was sure we were like last time, everybody, you all got taken down. But if and when we go again, you and the fam's coming with us. And then when the chaos is ensuing, I'm just going to be in the corner looking at you like, yeah. This is it, sir. That's like a Christmas in New York needs to be a PT6 badge.
In New York.
Hey, I was saying that so many times. when Charles was when I'm like pushing Scotty, and Charles kind of like, I'm starting to realize like I messed this dinner reservation. I messed up this dinner setup.
Yeah.
To wait somewhere. Fortunately, we found this newer spot. It wasn't packed. I went in, I talked to the lady. She got us seated. And dude, right when we come in, a couple of dads or a couple of the boys were talking about Papa Team 6.
No, in New York?
Yeah, in New York. Yeah,
That's
bro. For the dads was getting love in New York. A couple guys, they're, you can tell they're busting fans, but then there'd be guys like, yo, I love what you do. And it felt like a dad exchange.
Did you all go to Dumbo again? The down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass, that area that y'all went. Didn't you go there with Chara last time?
Yes.
That was the one area that when I was in New York, I was like, this is really freaking cool. It's like Cobble Street or Cobblestone Street. Like,
don't get it twisted. Like, it is very cool.
It's cool.
It's just if you're one of the dads and you feel like everything that I'm saying when I talk about New York or a lot of people and everything else, and you're like, oh, that is me to a T. I'm telling you, those things aren't going to leave you when you're in New York, but you are going to go there and you're going to appreciate everything you're seeing, and your family's going to be happy. Like, there's nothing like seeing your girl smile and everything else. I can think, I'll get over this low back pain. I'll get over all these things that's going on inside of my head. And another cool thing too, bro, is we got back. And on Saturday night, I realized Rue was getting a fever when I went over to give her a kiss on the cheek. And I'm just like, yo, you feel pretty hot. But we were watching Home Alone 2. So we were kind of doing pizza Saturday and movie night because we got back and we're just beat. Like, Scotty was a demon on the flight home, a demon. Scotty on the flight home is where I got this. I got this scratch on my neck. I'm trying to put her down. She reaches up. She gets her claws in my neck. She gets her claws like in my nose and is like lifting my nose. I'm trying to rock her. Ruth's not sleeping on my lap, which was great. Charlie and I are both drained. We're hoping Scotty just falls asleep because she hadn't napped yet. And if she falls asleep, like, yo, we're going to get to take a little nap on this flight home, and it's going to be lovely. We didn't get to fall asleep really at all. I dozed off a couple times when Charles had Scotty, but Scotty was she was a menace on the ride home. And so we get home and Charles' parents, Lola and Opa, are here. They were kind of watching the house. They spend dinner time and everything else with us. They watch the movie. So we're watching Home Alone 2, seeing all the spots in New York that we got to visit. We're like, oh, Rue, you ice skated there. Rue, we got to see this. Rue, we got to see that. There's the tree that you got to stand by. And I realized Rue has a fever, but in the part of the movie is when, what's the old boy's name?
Kevin McAllister.
Kevin McAllister.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah. So Kevin I think he's on the phone or he's standing by the Christmas tree, the Rockefeller Christmas tree where we got to see.
Yes.
And he's basically talking to the tree or like, praying aloud, whatever it is, saying like, if I could have anything, it would just be to see my mom and talk to her again for just, even if it was like 2 minutes, even this, he's having the scene where he just wants to see his mom again. And so I'm having a moment of perspective because 4 years ago is when my mom passed away, and it happened on December 19th. So we were in New York during, that time, like when the 19th hit, a couple of my boys hit me up, families, we're all kind of talking about Charles, asking how I'm doing and everything else. Like it's kind of like another day. You sit there and you think about it. You remember all the emotions and the feelings you had when it happened. Because I was in a hotel when it did happen. We were about to play the Cleveland Browns the next day when I found out and heard the news that my mom had suddenly passed. But that happened on the day of December 19th. So the full circle moment I'm happening with another appreciation of going out there to New York and seeing those things and seeing the Rockefeller tree is Kevin McAllister sitting there at the very end of the movie saying if he could have one more thing, it would be just to like talk to his mom again. So as I'm watching that, I'm just like putting it all together and I'm thinking, sometimes there are coincidences, sometimes there are none. And that's when where I'm having like a moment of perspective on like, it felt that this was not a coincidence that I'm watching this movie right now and seeing that scene of him talking about it and feeling those same things that he's saying.
Yeah.
And we got to be in the presence of that tree. Like we were out there in New York during that time.
That is a really good full circle, especially with the way that you were probably feeling in New York to then be back home and to be able to be like, hey, worth it. Family is worth it. Like it truly is good, as much as we joke around of like, I'm going to find the biggest fucking line in New York and go stand in it.
Yeah, that's what this show is for, man. We're gonna talk about the suck in the most sucky way.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna do our best to grab ourselves, pull us out, zoom out, and have perspective on it. Because on the 19th, when we're walking around, all these, all the beautiful buildings in New York, tall, big, sleek, modern, all these little shops, everything else, and then in the middle of it, in the area we were, is this massive St. Patrick's Cathedral. Like I grew up Catholic. My mom was a Catholic school principal, and this massive church is just sitting there, gorgeous, bro. And we're walking through and it's like, Charles, like, do you want to go in there and light a candle? And I was kind of just more in the, I don't want to run toward the emotion today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, we can just kind of keep moving. I'm kind of just sitting there appreciating how big this church is. I'm like, oh, my mom would have loved this.
I did not know and should have known about the 19th.
No, you're fine.
No, but I do just want to say that did not know. And
you weren't in my life on that day, that year.
Yeah.
Even if you were, it's not like I'm expecting you to remember that day.
I know that. I know how much that stuff means to you. But what a cool place to be. What a beautiful place to be on that date.
Yeah.
It is kind of like a little dreamy winter wonderland. That was the other thing I was going to say of I was staying in an apartment. Shout out George Kotsopoulos, by the way. He's the guy that hired me to work on The Irishman. And he put me up in his own apartment so I could go up there and work. But his apartment was in the Bronx. I believe. And
you had a great view.
Yes, dude. And the Bronx, every single inch of street in the Bronx is covered with garlands and lights. It's crazy. I'm talking
all the lights that are there is insane, dude.
The most rundown, dumpy street you can think of in the Bronx. You go there during the month of December, there's going to be snow and there's going to be garlands and there's going to be ribbons and lights. I was like, this is just a winter wonderland. This is crazy.
There's nothing but constant Christmas music just playing in your head as you're walking around seeing everything.
Oh, yeah. I do. I selfishly, I want to bring up, I got some gifts for the boys, some Christmas gifts.
You did drop off. I see a lot of stuff. By the way, before we get to the gifts, shout out all the fans. There's a bunch of Christmas cards.
Yeah, you got a bunch of Christmas cards.
Yeah. Bunch of Christmas cards.
We'll try not to dox anybody.
I know. It's like I want to shout out the families, but I don't know if they want me to shout them out.
Maybe
do you think they'd be comfortable with me like saying their last name?
Yeah, I feel like they would love that. As long as their address is on there, I feel like the.
Okay. And if they're not, DM Sherm, not me.
Oh yeah.
Send all complaints to Sherman Young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll do a great job of filtering.
The Finn family's got a fun little happy Grinchmas. We got the Russian family that's sending a card. I'm looking at this Brow family. They sent in a Christmas card.
Oh, I love this.
The Stows. Let's see here. Who else we got? The Lovitz sending a Christmas
Oh,
card.
the Lovitz. Hey, can I ask a question on the Lovitz?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you show me the Lovitz? I know a Lovitz. I just wanted to see if. Okay, never mind. They
Not
look
the
like
Lovitz that you pick it up.
not the Lovitz I was thinking of, but I was like, that would be hilarious if they had sent one.
Then another one here from the Silvas.
I love that.
Dads for the PT sickos for life.
Ooh.
He has written on the back. I got more here to open as well. There's another person that sent in just digital, shot us a Christmas card. Hayden Jameson. He gives a kind of a good story. The PT Sixers and Milk Team Sixers out there grinding every day in the trenches. Good. I wanted to drop in like old St. Nick on Christmas Eve and say what's up and drop the Christmas card photo for all you guys, especially for Chef and Derrik, since they didn't get a Christmas card from some people we might know. Won't mention any names. Haha. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good riddance to Dylan Rayola. Also stay away from Tennessee as well. GBO, GBR.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Hey, what if Rayola ended up at Baylor? I just thought about that. They were in the market for a QB. My God.
But yeah, I see that there's a Christmas gift here with my name on it that you dropped off.
Yeah, if we want to do
this bag from you, Oh Willie One Show.
That one's from me. The book is from Derrik, and if we want to do Derrik's first, we can do Derrik's first.
Okay.
Will, while you,
my Christmas gift can't be opened. I got all the boys a mobile car detail. And by the way, how sick is the detail? Chef, Sherm.
Buddy, it's incredible. I've never had my car cleaned like that in my life. It is one of the best gifts I've ever gotten.
Where did my phone go?
Merry Christmas. Thank you so much.
It does feel like one of the best gifts ever too, because it's truly something I feel like I never thought about doing. Like finding a mobile detailer, I'm thinking you got to go in all these spots. And on my birthday, my wife got me the detail package that I got you guys. So I woke up on my birthday and she gave me a card and something else. And then I step outside and this dude just going to work on my truck. And I'm like, yo, what's going on out there? She's like, I got you a detail. And dude, when I got in the truck after the detail, I was like, this is the sickest gift that I just would never think about getting. I'd never think about treating myself to it. So when Christmas has come around, I was like, yeah, I'm going to get the boys details because it's so badass. It makes you feel so good too.
Well, and not only is it a great gift for us, but Jill might be the biggest detail sicko of all time on getting her own car detailed. So just know that when she came rushing into my room, when the detailer, I'm dead in bed and the detailer's at our house and she comes right in, she's like, they're going to detail your car? I was like, yeah. She was like, yes. Like, oh, dude.
Dude, for all the Milk Team Sixers out there, like sneaky A+ gift is getting a detailer over to the house to detail your hubby's, your PT Sixers truck or car, whatever it is. Like it is unbelievable.
Will I have, or Chef, go ahead.
Real quick.
Yeah, please.
I want to put this in. First year of doing a proper I buy gifts for people I love. I missed out on the For the Dads crew, but I think we'll all have something by next episode. And I know, Sherm, we've already talked about it, and Sherm said you're fine. I don't feel fine about this. I missed out. I dropped the ball on this.
Hey,
I'm gonna next episode.
Chef,
yeah, you can continue because it's such a confusing. I don't have the words to break down how okay it is that you didn't get anything.
Yeah.
And I say that because in my own shoes, I'm thinking of last minute Christmas shopping. I'm currently doing gifts that I'm forgetting about to get people. Like I feel just so much shame, feeling like, even though I know the other person would say there's no expectation, I feel like I have an expectation internally that I feel like I'm letting down. I don't know, but all to say, I promise you, it is totally okay that you didn't get us one. And I hate even saying those words because I know even when I say those words, if they were being said to me, I'm thinking, Willie, I hear you, but it's also not okay with me. So I don't know, but I promise you, there's no feeling other than if I would just joke on you, but just know that joke would have zero truth to it.
No, and look, like you just said, it's a internal expectation. I love getting people gifts. It's like one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
So like to me, it's even more of a thing. But it's like, yeah, it's that first year of like, hey, I actually have a real job now. I can get people don't expect it, but it's like, I didn't have a job. Like I need to get loved ones stuff. So I think next episode I might be coming in with a couple goodies.
I was about to say, being the second closest to Chef. Am I older? Or no, Derrik's older than me. But yeah, I was a young buck, and when I envision Chef, like, I know that this is his first big boy job. I was sitting at my desk when Chef had just got hired on, and he did a little whistle underneath his breath, and he goes, "First check hit, man. That's a good feeling." And I got to be sitting right there for it. So I envision you exactly how I was my first big boy year of like, that was my realization of, I can get gifts for people now because I can actually afford it. Yeah. But
and again, this new group of people that you work with that you do love, but they've just never been in your, I guess, like stratosphere or thought process of like when you do your annual gift giving for everybody, like around Christmas. And then it's like, the only thing that has to happen for that domino to fall is somebody else gets gifts for people in the workspace. And then you are like, oh, snap. Like, I love these people too. Mm-hmm. I completely forgot about the whole gift factor thing. I want to get gifts. Now I feel like, do I get gifts? And now it's like I'm trying to compete with somebody else who just brought in I feel like it's just a bizarre mental world when you're thinking about gift giving for everybody.
1,000,000%. And to add on, JP got me a gift too. He got me a little Star Wars. It's like a little holographic Death Star light up thing for my desk. It's a little lamp that looks like a hologram. And the same thing. I was just like, it's almost like I didn't even really know. But now that I know, I'm like, oh yeah, I like to give people gifts and it's fun, other than like
gift giving's not my love language. I'm not a gift I'm not a big gift guy.
Hand up, same.
I love doing it, but it's like, and with you guys, I actually know that this is the first year of getting girlfriend gifts. Or like, actually, we always got gifts for like doing more than just like one or two. And buddy, I've been in it. It was a 3-week blender of like, I ordered something for her birthday. It was a little ring that had her birthstone and her sister's that she mentioned to me a while back. A big pull on me remembering that one.
Come on.
Big pull as a Seaman Team 6.
Come on, Chef.
Got canceled. So I showed up to Knoxville her birthday's the day before mine. Showed up. Hey, this guy, I don't know what's going on. I had something there for her that she loved. But then I was like, so now it's like Christmas coming up in a month. I'm like, I have to show up. I have to, like, it's not even about, she doesn't care. Like, she's awesome. She's like,
yeah,
you need to give me anything? I'm like, no, this is what I want to do is I want to make sure I come correct.
So the ladies, now that I know the different story, I'm thinking of all just the workplace, new people, like different people that come into your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then now that I know that this is kind of like, I got a little bit of parameter, I'm excited because I'm already thinking of what sick Nebraska memorabilia I can find Will that will get him to chuckle. What do you get a man who has everything? You gotta think outside the box, and that's a challenge that.
I was asking myself.
Go ahead.
Or I was gonna say I was asking myself the very same thing in Target the other day. What do you get Will Compton for Christmas?
Look, I don't even know.
I think I may have nailed it. I don't want to brag, but I think I may have nailed it. Real quick, do we want to open our books? And I have a note from Derrik for each person that he wanted me to read on the pod for you guys.
Yes. And then also a question for the BT6 community. Again, because I live in this mental world of do I get these gifts? Like when friends get your kids gifts, is the etiquette or the obligation now to get their kids gifts? Because then what if you don't know what they want? You know what I'm saying? But that's for the BT6 community. It's like when friends get my kids gifts, I don't really want them to get my kids gifts because I like my kids they'll get their gifts for Christmas, everything else. I don't want them to have too much, like so many gifts, so many presents, so many toys. Like Charles and I both don't want a whole lot of gifts being had for birthdays and Christmas. Like of course we want to have a great time. We want them to get things that they want, but we don't want it to just be a showering of presents and gifts like on the day of. So then when friends do it, I'm like, I need to do a better job of communicating. This is completely unnecessary. Like, I would rather you not do it, because then even you give me gifts. Now I'm thinking I got to get your kids gifts.
Exactly. And a great move from the 90s. This is a very 90s gift, but it's something my parents would do as a family gift to another family, is if you went on a trip with them, if you had some holiday party with them or whatever, where y'all may have had a big group picture or a big family picture together. Let's say like you and Hallett went on that Colorado trip. Y'all probably got a picture of all y'all together, right?
Yeah.
Get a real nice picture frame. Nothing too crazy.
I like that.
Put the picture in there and write a really like sweet thought out note on the back of how much the Compton family loves the Hallett family. And that's like a great, hey, from my family to yours, and they can have it forever.
I need you to stop saying Hallett, because Nick's going to text me and say, I'm expecting a photo now.
He probably will.
Yeah.
Probably will.
Okay. The book.
All right,
I
the book.
mind. The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. I was we were going through clips, and then a few come up on my Instagram through Mel Robbins that I absolutely love for parenting and like social circles and philosophies and thought processes. And so we were talking about this book. So Derrik, thank you very much for this book right here, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins.
And Uncle Derrik says, Will, your book I have not read yet, but I know you're interested in Mel Robbins and The Let Them Theory. Although I have never read it, it is a great reminder that even though outside noise can be loud, letting the loud noises be loud can help us, and that is what is important.
I love when Derrik waxes poetic.
Oh, yeah. Chef, you want to go next?
I would love to. This is Unreasonable Hospitality by Will Guidara. Sorry if I butchered that name. I remember him speaking about this, so I'm excited to hear what he says.
My wife loves that book.
Right there.
Which one?
The yellow one, right there.
Well, Charles just came in during that moment.
She's like, hey,
she pointed at the library and was like, look, it's right there.
Stay strapped.
Stay strapped.
This is what Derrik had to say for Chef. He said, Chef, your book is my personal favorite that I've ever read. It is about the number 50 restaurant in the world going to number 1. And it took, my takeaway was more than just cooking a good meal, but to get there is a great story and a great reminder that everybody needs to be on the same page for the ship to sail correctly.
Derrik, I know you're listening to this because after we fucked up the episode, we're watching them all the way through to make sure audio doesn't screw up. Thank you so much. This is incredible. You know me. I love to cook. I love everything restaurant focused. And I remember you telling me a little bit about this book. I'm really excited to give it a read and get back in my reading bag, because that's something that I've been wanting to do.
I something last week, Chef?
What's up?
You mess up something last week?
No, remember the.
I remember. I just never knew what really happened.
It wasn't actually our fault. It was a computer error, but we didn't catch it. That was kind of
Gotcha.
the gist of
it. From the sound of it, Derrik made it sound like it's a easy catch, easy reminder type of situation.
It was something when we rendered it.
Yeah.
And then I would go back in Premiere and look, and it was perfectly fine. So it was like when we finished it to like basically for people, long story, but yeah, it was kind of like a weird circumstance, but apologize to any readers.
What book you got there, Sherman? I know that's a popular one.
Yes, I have The Creative Act by Rick Rubin. He said, Sherman, your book is one of my favorite books on the planet. And
you got
my favorite books on the planet that I bring up and read all the time. It currently sits on my desk. It is from the great music producer, Rick Rubin. And any time I hit a creative roadblock, I look up a chapter in this book.
I love that.
Derrik, thank you so much for these. This really is a very thoughtful gift. That's very kind. He was not planning on doing this on the podcast. He was going to give it to us. But since, because of all the chaos of traveling and everything, it just worked out. And I said, well, I think it would be really nice if, we opened it on the podcast and read the little note. I thought that would be fun. So
Incredibly thoughtful.
Yeah, thank you, Derrik.
Thank you, Derrik.
Do I got to open yours now, Sherman?
yes, please. I have a gift for Rue, Scotty, and yourself in there.
Right there. Right there. As we were talking about that earlier, now I'm opening up a gift, and you're like, I got you a gift. Rue's got a gift. Scotty's got a gift. Now I'm like, do I got to get Scarlett a gift?
No.
I'll get her a bike.
When you see their gifts, you will go, oh, I don't have to get them anything. Hey, that's a hanger and a leveler. And you got 2 different levels on there, Will. You can hold it vertically or horizontally.
Okay.
And you're able to mark with those little pins at the bottom. It puts a nice little mark in the wall that's not going to mess up the paint. I know that y'all got the new house that you're moving into, and Charles going to be putting you to work, hanging up some stuff. And so I thought I would give old One Shelf a little handicap.
A little Willie One Shelf, a little handicap. Is this for Waffle?
That's for Scottzilla. I thought it was about time that Scottzilla got her own water ball.
Her own water ball.
She's always playing with Waffle's water ball, and we've been hearing about it on the pond. I said,
all the way up and set it in the middle of the floor.
I said, that girl needs her own water ball, man. She's got to have it.
Jumbo crowns.
Jumbo crowns.
Ooh, Rue's going to love this.
Oh, yeah. You brought up that menu that you brought home, and so I was like, oh, okay, we'll get her some coloring book.
Rue loves coloring, man. Rue loves coloring. Yeah. Did I say the dad hack last week where I'm like, get extra sheets, bring them home? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That's what made me think of that gift.
She loves coloring. Loves like artwork and stuff.
And then the note is for off the pod, but there's like a card on the bag as well.
Oh, that's for off the pod?
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas.
Shelf, that's funny. The water bowl, hilarious. I'm like, oh, is this waffles? You're like, oh, no, Scotty's. Kieran got Rue and Scotty a couple gifts.
That's awesome.
She got Scotty her own water bowl to fill up and knock over. Don't call me.
Can you just sign your name here?
Yeah. Hang on, fellas.
No, you're fine.
No problem.
He's coming like really soon.
Chef, if you want to go ahead.
I'll go ahead and go while we're waiting.
I got Chef some Seaman Team 6 essentials. And I got him some PT6 essentials as well.
Flashlights.
Always a good gift. And I'll just point it at the camera. Sherman, if you want to.
Got him a nice little box of Jimmy hats there, Will, since he's still Seaman Team 6. Want the boy out there having fun, but being safe about it.
Being responsible.
Whenever you're ready to join the ranks of PT6, we're here waiting with open arms.
Thank you. Yes.
In
due time. Okay.
Should we get some comments? Again, I know we're pushing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where we at, Chef?
We're at 10 minutes. We're good to go.
10 minutes left?
No, we're at an hour.
We're at... I did want to keep this one under an hour.
I know. We'll push through. We'll start rocking and rolling.
All right, so we're gonna rip some comments again. If you want opportunities to be featured on For the Dads, you can leave comments on YouTube, on Spotify, social media. The boy Cypher threw them, pick several. We read them on the show. If you want to be featured on the pod via voicemail, you can call into the number 601 the Dads. Leave a voicemail of a dad win, loss, whatever the story is. You call in, leave a voicemail. We'll feature on the show. To the callers, we ship you guys merch. And if you can't call because you're international, you just email us at 601thedads@gmail.com, and we read emails as well. We'll dive into some comments. I have some general comments. I have some new dad and dad life comments. This one comes from Max Welking, 3383 on YouTube. Buddy, Papa Team 6 member with an 8-month-old girl. I've been on Operation Night Owl as our baby girl has been waking up frequently throughout the night and can only be comforted by being held. Tough. Oh, good. After 2 attempts of putting in the crib and going from dead asleep to eyes wide open, staring in my soul, good, I brought her back in the rocking chair and thought, WWWOSD. What would Willie One Shelf do? I started Terminal List and will now help me get through Operation Night Out. All I needed was a classic grape Olipop. In all seriousness, I appreciate the pod and relatable content. And I say to myself, I get to do this during these late nights. I won't be able to hold my baby girl like this forever, and I can already see how fast things change. Thanks, boys. Max, that is a hell of a comment. Thank you, bro. And again, just that's tough. Like Scotty was kind of like being held. You put her down, her eyes get wide open. One thing I would start doing is, as I'm say my routine is I'm in the rocking chair and then I get up. I'll go from the rocking chair and stand up because obviously movement happens. So they might wiggle a little bit as you stand up. I kind of sit there and I count to myself for 30 seconds as I do this sway back and forth move. And I need her to be at a dead sleep, like no movement, no arm movement, no anything else before I go the final like 10 seconds in my head. But I get this routine pat going on where it's like, say I'm popping like this, or I'm popping, then I skip one, pop again, skip another one. And then as I continue to get going, I'll keep letting them out to where it gets slower, it gets lighter, it gets all these things. And then as I transition to put her in the crib and she might wiggle and wake up, I immediately try to get her on her side and mimic the routine pat that I was doing. Ooh. So she kind of stays in that element.
Yeah.
The move, that's a win. And then again, I just keep going. I knock out the every other one to where it's one every few seconds. I get lighter and lighter, and then to where my hand is off, or I'll like hold my hand like on her butt so she still feels that pressure. And then I lightly bring it off.
And now we're out. We're free.
Now we're out. Because you're going to have to make those transitions anyway whenever you want them to get used to being put down, because where you're going to really knock it out is when you're able to kind of put them down and they're still kind of awake, and then they can put themselves asleep. Like that's the goal. Yeah. So that way you can put them down and then walk out of the room. So I would just go from that whole routine going down to where she stays asleep. Then if she's waking up, I'm still trying to do the same thing. She might whine a little bit, but I'll keep the pat going and I'll get down on a knee and keep doing the pat and kind of soothe through my voice just to let her know, hey, I'm here. You're safe. Dad, I can't pick you up, because we're trying to teach you that you can't just be held the entire time for you to get to sleep. Then eventually they'll start getting the routine and go, and it'll continually get better. But those would be kind of my steps if you are struggling where they have to be held the entire time, on trying to figure out that progression to where you'll eventually be able to put them down and they'll go to sleep.
That's a serious dad hack. That's
a serious dad hack. Because it gets, you think good, you think all these things, but you're in there just like, golly, come on, man. Like, be in a dead sleep. Please, for the love of God, don't wake up when I put you down. So I'll just find these things that kept attaching her to what she might have felt being in my arms with the pats, put her down, keep the same pat going. Hopefully she doesn't move. If she does, you get to a level where you're just on the outside of the crib talking to her, not looking at them, but talking to them, letting them know they're safe, they're going to be all right.
Jill's gonna hate me. I'll keep this quick, and Jill is going to hate me bringing this up because I haven't brought it up to her yet. But I'm starting to notice when Jill's doing bedtime, Scarlett has 2 or 3 little cries before she finally gets to bed.
Yeah.
And when Dad does bedtime, y'all, brother, she's out on my shoulder like a light.
Ain't no crying.
What happened the other night when I hopped on the game with you? Did I go, oh, Scarlett's stirring. Hold on, let me go get.
No, we was gooning.
Hey, and knock on wood, I'm setting myself up for some chaos.
You are, because what happens is you start to let them know, like, hey, what's going on? Like, if you ever, what I would tell Charo is, because she hits me with, they're different with me than they are you, yada, yada. Listen, it is what it is. I know what kind of process I run once I get in that room. And I tell her, I'm like, hey, if you ever want to come shadow me while I'm doing it, you can watch me from afar to see if like you're hitting the things that you need to hit.
Because when that 7th ounce goes down Scarlett's gullet and I get her up on right here, oh, dog, it's game over. I'm not even patting. She's already slunk on my shoulder, and then I'm just do as long as I want, sing maybe 1 or 2 songs, and she's out like a light. And I've kept it to myself. This is my first time kind of talking about. Jill's gonna hear this and be pissed because I kind of alluded to it on her 3rd, like to go check on her. I go, do you think she might want like Like, is she old enough? Is she old enough to kind of like know the difference? And she was like, no, then no.
That's a slippery slope.
I was like, okay.
You just gotta offer like, hey, look, I know you crush it. I've noticed a couple things. We won't bring them up. But I do want you to know the offer is always there if you want to come shadow in the room while I do bedtime.
Sure, I'm not a dad, and that's scary. You're bringing up that's universal language. It doesn't even apply to just we're walking down a treacherous path.
I'm just like, hey, you think she wants me to go in there and go, put the passy back in and maybe rock her a little bit?
Hey, sweetheart, you need me to close this deal?
Bring in the And how does that sound, Scarlett? Does that work? Yeah, I think we can go to bed. Yeah, let's go. I have a comment from Tyler Schiller. Pass this along to Sherm. Babysitter tip. Have your wife find a local Nashville babysitter Facebook group and post it in there. This is where we find most of ours. Make sure they work in the healthcare fields that way, when the blowouts happen for them, they aren't phased. Love the pod, boys. Go Tigers from Baton Rouge. Best regards, Tyler Schiller. And he also provided his phone number. I love that.
I have some new dad and dad life ones. This one's from Wardo21 on Spotify. Hey, boys, jumped on the Spotify train from Apple Podcasts and YouTube. Grateful for the pod as it helps me get through each week as I fight tooth and nail with a 5-month-old. God bless you, brother. My son Asher's putting the wife and I through the ringer lately, but the troops are battle tested. Shout out to the boys. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Bottles are full and drum mag of pacifiers is ready. For the dads to the moon. # grinding. Appreciate you, Wardo21.
Let's go. Connor Magooter on Spotify. Old Magooter says, Sherm, thanks for ruining the end of Goonies for me. Sorry, Connor. That's on me.
I got a Milk Team 6, Papa Team 6 back and forth on here. This is from Marie Bouchard.
Ooh.
From Marie Bouchard Bacon on X. Shout out to the dads out there who do the mom task because they don't see it that way and because they want to help take a load off, like reading books and getting their kids up and ready for school on a 20-degree day when no one in the house slept well. Heroes, with several emojis, and then tagged her hubby, Clifton Bacon NY. I'm assuming from New York. Cliff responds, you're the best. Maybe I'll be featured on For the Dads pod. Marie Bouchard Bacon, you should be, with the kiss emoji. Let's go.
Oh, he got the kiss emoji.
He got the kiss emoji. They can be sitting there watching it right now, smiling, kind of nudging each other back and forth.
Say, hey, come on, man.
Hey, we mountain tonight, sweetheart. What we doing? You got daddy featured on For the Dads?
Hey, they got roller coasters up in New York, man. What they got? I will also very quick shout out for MT6 just because I'm seeing this across the board on social media. So many dads that are wearing our gear for Christmas that have come in from the Black Friday sale or whenever. They're shouting out their wives for thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. These MT6ers are the ones supplying these PT6ers with the gear. And I got to give a huge shout out to the MT6ers.
Have to. Dude, I would love to see a dad, like the wife videos. Dad opens a gift and then acts like a kid on Christmas. Oh, and showing the PT6 shirt.
That would be electric. And a special shout out, and we can put it in the episode, Chef, the 3 guys that all got the matching PT6 shirt. That was incredible.
Eek.
Did you just read or did I?
Can't remember. I think I did.
Okay. Earl Lalaberte. PT6. I've been deployed on a mission to find the perfect beverage. And thanks to your top secret ops with Olipop, mission success has been achieved. Perhaps a bit too successfully. Classic grape has officially infiltrated my daily rations. And now I'm completely hooked. I can't focus. I can't sleep. And I'm always reaching for the sweet, healthy carbonation of an Olipop. You've created a new recruit in the ranks of Olipop addicts. I'm now a proud member of PT Sicko and a certified grape commander.
Hey, there's some stuff in the works with Olipop and For the Dads. That's all I'll say. I'll leave it at that.
Wait.
With that.
All right, we'll talk after the pod because I want to hear about that.
For the Dads, Bussin', Olipop, just stuff in the works. And again, a lot of the lot of the feedback from Olipop is they absolutely love how the dad community embraces it on For the Dads. Like how we kind of talk about it every week. We got people talking about Olipop in comments, calling in voicemails, making videos.
Yeah.
And I just tell our people, I'm like, yo, it is a match made in heaven, man. Like this is a partnership that needs to happen.
Hey, come on, man.
Come on, man. Here we go from Mike B on Spotify. The last one here. Recently, new PT6 member with a 5-week-old girl. Congratulations, Mike. A colleague of mine shared the pod while in basic training and pregnancy, but didn't start listening until deep in the trenches of the first few weeks. Looking for any form of acknowledgement, helpful tips, turned on the pod during a 2 a.m. feed. First time I laughed in weeks and validated that I wasn't the only one in the suck. I just want to say thank you, Will and Sherman, and let you know the impact you guys are having. Order my shirt, hashtag PT6, hashtag good.
Good.
That juices me up, man. Hey, Sherman, any quick tips for my man who's got a 5-week-old right now?
Honestly, dude, you are an employee of your wife now. Like, if you weren't already, you are now her employee. She is your boss. And think about how you try to make your boss happy at work. Flip that script. The house is now your office, and she's your boss that you just got to impress, and you're looking to get that promotion. Just apply that to whatever you're doing, and you're going to kick some ass.
Yeah, and the baby's the product that you have to retest until perfection.
Until perfection.
And guess what? There is no perfection that ever.
You look up 18 years, and then, you know, they ship off, and I don't know. But
you can be proud of you, be like, this is it? All that damn work.
And you still never got the promotion 18 years later.
Yeah, you'll never get thanked for it.
No. Brad from Spotify has a legendary one. He said, last night, middle of the night, I got do you not hear her crying? And your boy faked being asleep because I got to work in the morning. My fault. Brad from Spotify. Hey, Brad, hey.
Just
Charo and Jill, fast forward through this part. Huh? What? She's been crying for 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm sorry.
You gonna go get her? You want me to?
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you not awake? Did you just wake up?
Well, I'd like for you to go up and get her. All right. So does that mean I have to, or you just like for me to? Because I'll be honest, I don't want.
Because I'd like to ride the shockwave right now, but it looks like that ain't the cards. So what are we talking about? You wake me up talking crazy like this. What's going?
I'd like you to go to bar. I'd like some intercourse, but we don't see that happening. So does that mean I got to go up there?
All right.
Just Josh.
Hey, we're just joking. Charlie and Jill, you can press play now. We're back. I have another one. ZS59 Goat on YouTube. He said, fellas, good. As an abstinent couple waiting for marriage, so pumped to propose to my old lady here soon. Hashtag mount up. This show fires me up to be the best father/husband/man I can be. Shout out you boys. Hashtag abstinent sicko out. Hey, you want to talk about a certain platoon of ST sickos. You want to talk about the first time those bars of Shockwave just clank and lock you in. And it's right before that little incline. We haven't even started to go up the ching, 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 ching. Like we're kind of waiting there, and you're looking at the guy with the controls. And he's balding terribly, but he still has like the longest hair ever. He's got the Ben Franklin going. And he just kind of looks at you and he gives you that little smile. And that finger just drops on that red button, baby.
And when that finger hits the red button, it's like that scene in the Titanic where the water just breaks through and just floods the entire floor.
Oh, man. Congrats to you. Congrats to the old lady. for that future experience. And
that's gonna be a spiritual experience.
It's spiritual experience, and I'm predicting a honeymoon baby.
Oh, gotta be.
Maybe a wedding night baby. We might get a wedding night baby.
Possibly. There's gonna be so much it just might drown all of them out. You know what I'm saying? There might be too many. It's gonna be New York City in there.
The steam coming off the bathroom tiles. Hey, honey, Will and Sherman said make sure you breathe that in. That keeps you from getting sick. That's not something to put the hair on your chest.
Oh, this is where we're just up late. We're up late night on Christmas Eve right now laughing over the dumbest stuff.
Oh, my God. But yeah, spiritual.
I remember my first time. It was like New York City over there.
I would pack some liquid IVs. I would pack some Ollipops.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to want to stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. You just imagine he gets down, he's sitting on the edge of the bed. She just hears, you want one of these classic grapes? They're tasty.
We got some Ridge Rushes too, but it tastes like 1,000 Skittles hitting your mouth at once. I don't know if you want that. It's whatever. Love you, babe. Do you have any other comments? I have two more. I can motor through.
No, read one more because I got your boys got to get rolling. I was serious about we got to keep it under an hour. We're well over an hour, so we got to roll.
All right, we got to roll. Timmy J 42. Boys, Willie talked about the Daddy Watch Me stage. Well, I got one. My 2-year-old son is in the Daddy I Do This stage. Good. Wants to pour his own water. Water all over the floor. Good. Wants to feed the dogs. Dog food all over the floor. Even better. Wants to get his own food out of the fridge. Food everywhere. Good. Wants to put sprinkles on the cookie. Dumps half the sprinkle can all over half of the cookie and half on the floor. Good.
That right there. He just brought up the I do this stage. Like that is for sure coming with Rue. Like she's Miss Independent. She wants to do everything. Sometimes I got to stop her from doing stuff like this. You know, this is going to be a disaster.
One of our favorite family inside jokes is a family friend. I'll use the name Sarah to stay anonymous. But one time the mom said, "Hey, you better listen because I'm the boss." And her little 2-year-old turned around and said, "No, Sarah the boss." And that's in like our most quoted like inside joke of the family of just like those little kids are like, "I am the captain now." Sarah the boss.
Charles was saying that Rue hit her with, I forget what Charles said to her, but Rue hit her with, "No, I'm my own person."
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Rue?
Yeah. No, I am my own person.
That's the heart turning black. That's what we like to see.
Yeah. That's welcome to the A gap.
Your daughter's 3?
Yeah.
I'm praying for you, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. She's strong-willed. She's tough. But you see the potential. I'm fired up for her.
Absolutely. We have what'd you say? Yeah, call-ins, voicemails. We'll just do one.
Yeah, let's hit one voicemail because I got a couple emails here too. We'll do one voicemail and 3 total emails.
This is recreating outfits.
Hey, PT6 Mike from Cleveland. I wanted to also say something from the last episode that Sherman was talking about. This is a little bit of a dad hack because Sherman was talking about how he was catching a little flack from daycare about how it looks like dad picked out the outfit and they ratted him out to mom. And just to put you on some game, a little bit of a hack that I came across and have been doing is that I throw on outfits from pictures that we have, you know, like everyone's got that little family album. I go into the family album sometimes and I'll look at pictures that I know mom, you know, had put together, that my wife had put together. So I just recreate what she's done before. Yes. Sometimes you got to look recently. And the other day, because I do all pick up and drop off too. Sharon, my wife is a nurse just like your wife. And so I'm picking up and dropping off and dressing sometimes in the morning when she's got to be there early. And so they recently just said, this is like the best dressed baby that we got coming in here. And of course I can't let them know that mom's calling the plays. Mom wrote the playbook. I'm just the quarterback that's executing them. You get to catch a little credit there. So for all the other dads not sure what's going on and what to pick out from the drawer, that's a little hack to get you by. All right, boys, stay strong. PT6 out.
I love that guy.
That's a great phone call. That's a great voice.
I love that.
Because I get it. Humility. He's like, my wife's the coordinator. I'm the quarterback. No, your wife's the head coach. You're the coordinator on the field calling the plays. You might have the book ready to go, but somebody, you got to be instinctual when you're out there making these plays. You're the one doing it.
Yeah.
Whenever in the future, people start looking, you start to look and I'm going to get promoted. I'm going to go be a head man somewhere. These are the philosophies and the books you keep prepared and ready to go for whenever you do get that big payday and leave your wife and go command your own team.
Yeah. Golly, that was such a great call. What was that guy's first name? Just so I can. Does he say it at the very beginning?
I don't want to go back into the computer so people can see.
Come on, Chef.
I don't think he said his name. No, he did.
Did he? All that being said, dude, great call in, and love that your wife is also a nurse. Love that you're doing the pickup drop-offs. I felt so heard by that voicemail. Like, that truly made my heart so happy. And a great dad hack. That's a great dad hack.
You felt heard, and there's a solution in there that you can legitimately learn from.
Yes. And
Copycat League, man. Copycat League.
Copycat League. That's an easy one. I'll apply that this next week. Did you have some emails?
Yeah, so I got a couple emails here. This first one is from Daniel Edwards. Boys, I'm a father of 3, a 10-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a newborn. I just found your podcast about a week ago, and it is already my new favorite podcast. Shout out, Daniel. Let's go. All the stories are relatable, and I love knowing I'm not alone. Your advice about everything being good and putting in the relief pitcher got me in trouble. I just got home from work when my wife immediately handed me the baby, saying he needed a nap. I started rocking him in the living room chair. Meanwhile, the toddler wanted to see how loud she could be. Good. She threw the toys everywhere. Good. The 10-year-old needed help with her homework. And it's the new math, not the math that we grew up on. It's the new math that they're doing now. Good. I'm sitting here trying to rock the baby and see that mom is getting flustered. I think to myself, this is it. She's going to put in the lefty. I smile and think, I get to deal with this. I'm smiling ear to ear. The call comes into the bullpen, but it comes with a pep talk. Why are you smiling? This is not funny. You deal with it. I love the podcast, and thank you for making one that shows that it's okay to mess up. We're all human. That's nice. So a Milk Team Sixer. She doesn't even know she's a Milk Team Sixer. What are you grinning about? What are you smiling about? This ain't funny.
Because I've been waiting for this moment my entire life.
Yeah.
This is what it's all about.
What do you mean? Why am I smiling? These are the moments I prayed for.
You know, there's 2 men that I think of when you're talking to me like this. You ever heard of Fat Staff or Willie One Shell? They talk about this a lot, honey. They talk about this exact moment.
Yeah, and when the chaos is just funneling in, just chaos ensuing, you sit back, you smile. Good.
He's doing a villain monologue, like he's monologuing before he even jumps in to help. Just letting the wife know. I have 2 fun comments that are very short, and then you can read another email. You want to do that?
Let's do that.
This one comes from our friend Josiah, comedian Discovery. He said, Willie HVAC reporting for duty. Love watching the Diddy doc while my 3-year-old colors. Good.
Well, the 3-year-old.
This is a Christmas card I wanted to make sure that we got on the pod. It was emailed to us as well. So that came from the Schroeder family. So shout out the Schroeder family. Eli writes, Merry Christmas from the Schroeder family, fellas. Thank you guys for creating such an uplifting and supportive community. I'm proud to be a PT sicko. My wife, Megan, my daughter, Eleanor, and I wish all of you a happy holidays. Eli Schroeder.
Happy holidays, Eli.
Happy holidays, Eli.
I got, all right, this last email comes from Anissa. Hey guys, my name is Anissa. And yes, I'm a woman. Laugh out loud.
Let's go with Nissa.
Oh, Nissa. I found the podcast through my husband, Jordan, who listens to y'all religiously. He's even gotten a few words of the dads that we have in our family to start listening as well. From Bussin' with the Boys to now For the Dads. We ourselves are not parents, not by choice, but because of myself being infertile due to having stage 4 endometriosis. We tried for about 2 years to have a child, but the odds were against us, and we decided to stop all fertility treatments and came to the conclusion that we are happy with just us and our cat. We pour all of our love into our 11 nieces and nephews. My husband has shown me the episodes where Will has talked about his and his wife's journey with fertility and IVF. Thank you guys for being so open with that. We know it can be a very sensitive subject and to talk about, and I just want to say how appreciative we, and I'm sure many others are, that you have talked about it so openly. My husband's not a dad, but I know he would have been the best because he's an amazing uncle and the best cat dad. Thank you guys for making this podcast for what it is and for not giving only my husband, but many others a fun, safe place to come together. So much love to you all and your family. Stay blessed. Golly, man.
Nissa, thank you.
The tears are almost starting to come on that one. Man, the infertility stuff, I can only imagine being in their shoes and getting to a point to where you're just like, all right, it's just not going to happen for us. I'm sure those conversations are super heavy. I'm sure super emotional. I'm sure both sides feel like it's their fault at times. Each side probably gets concerned or scared or fear creeps in that the other, like, hey, I know you're my teammate. Are we sure we're okay with this? Are you sure you're okay with this? I know you want to feel like, those conversations that I'm just assuming they're having those conversations. Yeah. I'm not saying that they are. But I'm sure that's very difficult. And Anissa, thank you for writing in. George, shout out you for listening to Bussin' with the Boys. Shout out for listening to For the Dads. I'm glad you love this podcast.
I will say this because I haven't talked to them. I need to, but I had a couple friends that I've brought up to you outside of the pod before, and they had been trying for a while and like a very long time, and they just found out that they're pregnant, and it like getting to see that desire like firsthand and like knowing how much they wanted it. It just makes comments like that like hit so much harder. And so it was George and Anissa, correct?
Jordan and Anissa.
Jordan and Anissa. Apologies. Just so much love goes out to you guys, especially around the holidays. And y'all just sound like incredible people.
Yeah.
Y'all sound like you have a great view and great optics on your life and just planning your family and loving others well. And we're really, really lucky that there are people like that in this world that are deserving. And I wish more than anything that, maybe one day, but gosh, y'all are so deserving. You sound incredibly delightful.
Yeah. And how lucky are those nieces and nephews? Ooh. Where they have again, it's so easy to write it down that we pour into our nieces and nephews. If they do that, they do that. Them doing that intentionally, knowing all the probably pain, anger, fear that they've, had throughout the entire process.
Yeah.
And to have that perspective when going into the room around your nieces and nephews and not having an envy or jealousy, which I'm sure creeps up at times. We're all human.
Yeah.
And just to know that's stuffed aside because, hey, this is how we are going to get to do this is by pouring into our cat, pouring into our nieces and nephews. Like you said, they sound like wonderful people.
That's the luckiest cat in North America. I can promise you that.
Luckiest cat in North America, man.
That thing is getting some belly scratches out the wazoo.
Yeah. But thank you for writing in, Anissa. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa.
All of it, man.
All of it, man.
The only lesson, a quote, anything I got for you guys this week is just what I said in the very beginning. Joy over stress. again, there's a lot of families out there where they either have families visiting, you're going to visit, you're traveling with kids, you're hosting a lot of whatever it is. There's going to be families out there that probably don't have anybody coming over. It might just be them. And things will feel very stressful. Things can feel very stressful on the holidays. Myself, I lost my mom right before Christmas 4 years ago. So Christmas time to me, I adore Christmas. I love everything that we're about to do and about to get to. And I always have those fleeting thoughts of this time and the way I felt 4 years ago around Christmas, the holiday season. So there's a lot of stress that can easily pour into your mind and body, like when holiday season is coming, especially the day of, when your kids are shredding presents, they're doing this. Oh, we wanted to eat dinner first. We should eat breakfast before we do presents. There's going to be chaos all over the place. Kids are going to want to play with their toys and not do what you thought you had planned, but just choose joy over stress. That would be my biggest, that is what I'm thinking as we go in, because as this week was unwinding on me, I felt behind the eight ball with busing and the Rue being sick, and then, getting back from traveling and being gone in New York for a few days to trying to get back in it. It's hard to get back in it. Your little one gets sick. Then Charles and Scotty, the other ones get sick. Tower House is sick. Hey, we might not be able to do for the dads. Hey, I don't think I could show up to the locker room. Like all the things where it's like, my parents are coming. Damn, I forgot to get gifts for a few different people. I'm doing all this last minute stuff to where it feels stressful at times. And I'm just, the approach that I'm thinking of now is, brother, choose joy over stress. Like, these are the moments you want. These are the moments you live for.
I could not retweet you harder. That's my exact message. I had a little thing written out, but basically it breaks down to, I think the only Christmas where I really remember gifts was when we got our Nintendo 64 and I got my hands on GoldenEye and Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey. Your boy will never forget bawling my eyes out and fighting and crying with my brother that's Will's age, 4 years older than me, as he was saying all the video games that were the good ones, those were all his, but I could have Mario Kart. But he got to have all the big boy video games. Same
with Sega Genesis. I'll always remember opening up a Sega Genesis.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah.
Always a video game console. Outside of that, yeah, you go on, you continue.
Well, and just all that being said, like gifts, I feel like that's kind of the overarching, everybody always says, hey, it's not about the gifts. But what I would go a step further is I feel like my family did a really good job of making memories on Christmas Day or the days around it of we would go on Jeep rides with my aunt. She fixed up old Jeeps. And we'd go with the top down. She lives in Tallahassee, and we'd go on these Jeep rides like around Christmas Day. And I remember like being wrapped in the blankets, like in the back of her Jeep with all of us like crammed in there and like giggling and blasting Christmas music, and my grandmother being in there and going horseback riding. We did a bike ride on a nature trail one year. Like we would always do these activities, and like that's what I think of whenever I think of Christmas. It's like those really fun activities that we would do. And so I would just say to any PT6ers, MT6ers looking to create magic, plan some kind of fun little adventure to do on Christmas Day or around Christmas. Those are the memories that the kids are going to remember.
Well said, bro. Well said. Even those moments too, where it's like, oh, it's not about gifts. People are right, but also think about the moment around opening a gift that you were wanting or expecting or whatever it is. Just the feeling of excitement that your parents, or we like as parents, are going to pour in when those moments are happening, that they will remember. It's like, I remember being so fired up. Sega Genesis, my dad was fired up for me. My mom was fired up for me. Brother, you're sitting there kind of like, oh, is this ours or is this mine? You're kind of going back and forth there. But just the environment and moment around the gift opening is, dude, it's special. I'm excited. We got Rue. Can't tell her Rue can't listen to the podcast, but we got her. She wanted two things. She wanted a bike, and she wanted, for whatever reason, she wanted binoculars. So we got her a bike. I'm so fired up for her to see her bike, and then the binoculars. Like I'm just excited to see what her reaction is going to be, because I'm thinking it's crazy she wants binoculars. But hey, that's what you told Sandy you wanted.
You know what the
All right.
lesson of the week of Rue is this week is that girl knows what she wants. And I can admire that.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
You know what you need to do? Have you ever the old trick of hide it somewhere else that's not like around the tree, get all the gifts done. Christmas is over.
Yeah.
You hit her with the, hey,
The Red Rider.
Rue, can you go out? We need to go to the garage to grab something. You hide it somewhere like away. It's the smoke and mirrors. It's a great play.
Hey,
Yeah. That's
hey,
the Red Rider BB gun.
real quick. Shout out the Christmas my parents got me a dirt bike. First off, my parents were so fucking awesome. Now that I like think back to the gifts, I had a go-kart and a dirt bike because we lived out in the country.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
Oh, Will.
Any of my boys that had a go-kart, bro. Oh,
Boys, I'm telling you, and we lived like in this big abandoned creek bed, like, I mean, ripping through there. Y'all would have loved hanging out at my place. But yeah, they had the dirt bike hiding at our neighbor's house for like a week. And the neighbors came and rolled it into the garage, dude. The magic of us going outside and the garage door opening, and my dad, who clicked that? Hey, what's going on? And the garage door opening. What is that? What's that right there? Oh my God. I was staring that dirt bike down like, bro, there is so much magic in gift giving. That's so true.
There is.
Oh,
I can't wait, man. Dude, every year, I don't know if I said this last week or not, but every year it would be, my mom, no matter what, the Christmas Story had to be on. Did I say that last week?
oh yeah.
Yes.
TNT marathon, baby.
TNT and Marathon. The Red Rider BB gun. Hey, what's that? What's that over there? The kid opens it up. That's the scene. That's the moment. That's
I forget when, but my dad did that to me. I think it was with a bike, where he was like, "Hey, you need to go grab this out of the fridge out in the garage." And I went out there and there was something like that where he pulled a double look on me. And it's, as a kid, it's like the best thing ever. It's
yeah.
Because you're a little down. You've been asking for it for like 4 months.
Oh yeah, dude.
You're like, God, you could get everything else off the tree if it's just this one thing.
Yeah.
Get rid of it all. And then you end Christmas and it's like, you're grateful, of course, because you're, got all these awesome gifts, but then it's like the switch ends and you're like, oh my God, this might be the best fucking Christmas.
Hey, last dad hack. And I meant to say this, my dad and mom were crazy good at the Santa stuff. One year we were getting a puppy, but we had to pick up the puppy from the breeders. And so the way that my dad was able to trick us and make it into like a really great surprise is that we were going to go run an errand. And we were out running the errand in his car. He rolled down the window because he had to spit out the window. And he had a note from Santa that he did a little sneaky whoop. And it flew back into the back. Didn't say a word. So Jordan and I, my brother, go, what was that just flew in? My dad's like, what are you talking about? It's a letter from Santa saying, go to this address. I have this gift for you. Like, I want you to, bro, it was a move of the century. I thought until I was 12 years old that Santa magically made that note fly into our car.
Yo, I love that.
Such a move.
Papa Sherm.
Such a move.
I love that, dude. That is a great move.
It's a good move, dude. And you just let the kids kind of, fill in all the blanks.
Then when you're young too, and your mom gets you like I don't know if your guys' parents did this, but like whether it be in a gift or in my stocking, it'd be like a pack of underwear or a pack of socks. And I'm just thinking, what the fuck? This hasn't been on any of my lists that I've written to Santa Claus.
Yeah,
just some like Fruit of the Loom or Hanes underwear. I'm just like, that's.
This isn't the trampoline, the full size trampoline I asked for.
That was the benefit of having Miss Amy as my mom, and just the goofy, fun, creative artist brain that she had of like our stocking gifts every year were that underwear, socks, just like
essentials.
Yeah, essentials. But she would always get just the weirdest, quirkiest, fuzzy socks or this type of funny underwear and and like. That's a nice little dad hack for anybody out there. Get the socks, get the underwear for sure. But like you can get fun and creative with it. And I always thought it was so funny. Like just the little stocking stuffers my mom would get were just like, where do you even find this stuff? It wasn't like it was expensive or nice or anything. It was just like, where did you actually get this?
Yeah.
It was like the air mall. What was that called on airplanes back in the day? You know, the little magazines in the airplanes that would have like the Harry Potter ones and all those. Yeah. I would say I stopped seeing. Oh, Sky Mall. Sky Mall. That's what it was called. It was in the back of your airplane seat. You would pull out the Sky Mall magazine. And
how long ago was that?
Oh, brother, you were probably from ages 8 to 16. I bet
that was around. See, I never rode a plane until after my senior year of high school.
Oh, for Nebraska.
Yeah, essentially. My first plane ride ever was when I went to the offense defense high school All-American game in January of 2008. That was my first time, and I flew by myself.
And was that chartered? Like, was that flight for the players?
No. There, I got picked to go to the game, so we drive up to St. Louis Airport. I get on the flight, probably Southwest, fly down to Miami.
Got it.
First time flying, solo dolo too.
Did you feel like just such an adult, such a grown?
Like an adult and nervous.
Yeah.
Because this was my first plane, you know what I mean? It's not like my mom could go past security and everything else with me.
And now you're
kind of nervous, like, oh, okay, I can't miss this flight. I got to figure out what all these letters and numbers mean, getting to the gate.
And now you're spending Christmas in New York. Concrete jungle, something or something.
Nothing you can't do. All right, boys, we got to roll.
Get out of here. Hey, thank you for making this happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out Papa Team 62. Guys, girls, everybody, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We love you. We appreciate you. Are we going to see him next week, or is next week like a best of?
Best of
episode next week. It's been a phenomenal year. Let's start getting right for the New Year's resolutions. I feel like just a piece of work, dude. I got to really